Hello and welcome to our fourth vodcast from the largest arts festival in the world. Let's kick off with a look at an unlikely subject for a new musical, mental health. We caught up with James Mikolos to find out a little bit more about his show, An Asylum on Every Corner.
The show's called An Asylum on Every Corner, and it charts through flashback and monologues the lives of three mentally ill patients. The whole show deals with misconceptions that the public have with regard to mental illness and stigmas and prejudice and so forth. So what I've tried to do is with comedy and a little bit of tragedy, but all in a musical form, just basically banish a few of those misconceptions. And we've also got a little bit of a storyline, slightly satirical, with regard that the doctor who basically founded the care home has these offers, hence an asylum on every corner. He gets an offer to franchise out. So it's a bit of a Mickey take out of the privatisation of the healthcare system. And it's on at C2 every day at 5:30 up until the 28th of August. We hope you can join us there. Thanks.
Whilst it does make some poignant points in song and dialogue about how society treats mental patients and references to what is happening to our own National Health Service, the lighting is a bit gloomy and the acting sometimes weak. All of this is rescued, however, by some lovely songs and fantastic singing. Such is the power of music.
Loonies, to keep them from carooming down the street. Give me an Ashford Dell on every single corner and the wards would be replete.
If you've seen the poster for Jack the Lad, you'll have noticed its tagline, "Have you been with a male prostitute?" Not something we're assuming that many of our viewers have indulged in, but we were curious enough to seek out its actors, Alistair Barton and Priest Killick.
Jack the Lad is a modern adult version of the fairy tale Jack and the Beanstalk, told through the eyes of a male prostitute.
And it's on at 9:45 every night at Chambers Street, C34 venue. Well worth a visit. Come along, but be prepared to be shocked.
Very shocked.
It's not
the normal, everyday
Fairy tale.
show, but it's very good. Very good.
Jack has fallen into prostitution at a very young age. As the play begins, he has someone trapped in a cupboard at his flat, and the tale that unfurls makes us fear for whoever that is. Barton is menacing and sympathetic as he tells us what is essentially his life story from deprived childhood to being trapped in his present situation. Priest Killick plays a string of clients Jack has encountered in his past, skillfully delineating each one and presumably exhausting himself backstage during the fast and furious costume changes. Harris is a stylish writer, often lyrical and moving, but the less is more principle would benefit actors and audience alike. Still, one of the more eye-opening productions you'll see on the Fringe this year.
Pawnbroker, a slick, swarthy man with a gold medallion glinting on his hairy chest offered me next to nothing. And I changed my mind, I said. He licked his lips and said, "Yeah, pop up on the counter, little boy, and I'll see what your jewels are really worth."
The Pleasance is clearly one of the most important Edinburgh venues, but they're also celebrating 10 years of the Pleasance in Islington. I'm here with Pleasance Supremo Anthony Alderson and writer-director Patrick Wilde to tell us something about life after August. Anthony, could you tell us about what's happening at the Pleasance in Islington?
Well, it seems it's taken us 10 months to get this far with Edinburgh. I mean, it's a 10-month job, Edinburgh, and somehow in the 2 months we have left, we squeeze an entire year of life into Pleasance, London. It's very similar. It's a little courtyard. There's a lovely cafe, 2 glorious theatres, and we come back from Edinburgh in August straight into an autumn season. It starts with First Rung Theatre Company doing a brilliant production of Romeo and Juliet, and then we're absolutely delighted to have Patrick and Tim Rice with Blondel for 6 weeks.
Well, we're delighted to be coming to the Pleasance as well because it's the perfect space for this show. Very briefly, Blondel was a show that Tim wrote with Stephen Oliver in 1983. I saw it then, I thought it was wonderful. This will be the first time it's been on the professional London stage since then, and Tim is actually reworking a lot of it, so it's effectively brand new material from Tim Rice for the first time in a long time for the stage. He's obviously done all his film stuff. It's kind of pop idol in the 12th century. It's about a young musician who wants to be famous and kind of learns lessons in life that actually are more important things than fame. and it's set during the Crusades, so it's kind of about a dodgy war in the Middle East. So a lot of it's very relevant to today. But the main thing is it's fun. I think lyrically it's absolutely fantastic. I think it's some of Tim Rice's best work, and Stephen Oliver's music is beautiful as well. It will work superbly in the Pleasance space. It's just the right size, and it's on at Christmas. So
starts November 21st and runs to December 31st. Yeah.
So it really is an alternative to pantomime, and should be great fun.
We can't wait.
Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Patrick. We'll be looking forward to what the Pleasance in Islington has in store for us. Back here in Edinburgh, the Pleasance is playing host to a show called God's Pottery. We caught up with Jeremiah Smallchild and Gideon Lamb over from America to tell us more about their show.
Hi, we are God's Pottery. My name is Jeremiah Smallchild.
I'm Gideon Lamb. Hello.
And we're doing a show at 4 o'clock at the Pleasance Beside. We're over from America, and we're here to raise awareness for a boy named Levert.
Yes, a wonderful boy from Harlem, which is a very urban part of town in New York City.
Very
urban. We are a Christian acoustic duo, and we like to sing songs about the issues that today's youth are struggling with. So our show is going to have lots of songs and lots of life lessons and skills, but really we're here to do something a lot more important, and that's change this sick young boy's life. Because we really think if we can get enough people together, we can change anything.
Sitting at the mosque and you're feeling lost. All this talk of the great jihad. What's that? Your knees are sore from kneeling on the floor and you're starting to question your God. You read the Quran to hear what your man Muhammad had to say. But it's a lot of yap and you can't take a nap. You gotta pray 5 times a day.
5 times?
What? So you make a bomb from the book of John and some grace you kept on ice. Throw in Christian love from the man above.
That's Jesus.
And you build yourself a brand new start with Christ. A brand new start with Christ. Boy, that sounds mighty nice. Come find your joy with the heavenly boy in a brand new start with Christ.
And again, sadly, that's all we've got time for on Broadway Baby. Join us again for more news and reviews from the Edinburgh Fringe.